Hello. Leo. Oh my gosh. I kept wanting to say Cancer. Leo. It's funny how like you get it all prepared and then you go to say it out loud and then you just lose all your words. Like it's so convenient when you say it under your breath. Okay, here we go. Leo, I wonder what is going on with you. Let's see. Energy of the lion. Of course, now my landlord's coming to fix my window. He's been saying he's going to fix it for 2 weeks. And I finally sit down and do a reading. And he comes and shows up and does the window. Talk about timing. Hey, maybe this is the open window that was for Taurus. The window is literally being replaced. Isn't that funny? Oh, my readings. I tell you. Okay, so we're going to go on a little bit of a journey here. We've got the Fool. Oh my God. There's no way you're not going to hear that power drill. Oh, Ace of Swords right on the bottom. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder what is going to come out. Okay. So if they don't want to walk away from being guarded. Okay, so it's like somebody doesn't want to walk away from being guarded. There's no way you can't hear that. He's only got so many screws to take out, so. Okay, so this particular reading is for somebody who has recently taken a journey, okay, to, it's almost like you had to battle to remove the pain, okay? There could be, like, serious trauma in your heart, okay, or in your heart chakra, and you had to go on this journey to free your heart, okay, to get out of whatever entanglement was keeping you behind, okay? Because where you're moving to, okay, is a place where you'll be able to hold on to money. Now, when we hold on to money, Spirit always wants to let you know that you need to keep it fluent and not just hold on to it as if no more is going to come, right? Because something is being hidden from you, okay, and you can't see it, and it's some type of illusion, okay? Like you could be told to hold on to money, and that's an illusion. It's the world is not saying go out and spend every single dollar that you have, but it's saying that try not to hold on to things too much, because something you can't see is coming back around. And what that thing is that's coming back around, something was stolen from you. Okay, and you might not know what this thing is, okay? We don't always know when things get stolen from us. We sometimes have no idea when karma's coming back around for us. We have no idea sometimes the things that people do in other realms or the things that they do to sabotage, right? There are so many people out there that will go and spread lies about somebody or go and start some type of drama bullshit in the workplace to get somebody fired because they don't want to look at you anymore. They don't want to hear you talking. You're too bright. You're too nice. You're too happy, right? You're too sexy. They don't want you. They see you as some type of somebody competitor. They have to compete with you every day because you look so naturally beautiful while they look ugly every day because of the fucking personality that they have on you, right? It's like, it's almost like somebody took something from you and they had no right to steal it. They thought they had every right to steal it because people think they're just allowed to do whatever they want. They don't think that there's consequences to being an asshole. They don't think there's consequences to being a bitch and taking somebody's job away from them. Like, are you kidding? Of course there's fucking consequences. There's consequences to every nasty thing that you do, whether or not it's just a nasty fucking thought you throw to somebody. There's going to be a consequence to that. It might not be as big as a consequence as what you think, so you just continue doing it, but you're going to get a lot of nasty stares from people and a lot of, like this while you're walking by, because that's what you're doing to other people. A lot of people will reflect to you what you do to others, okay, because you're going to notice it. Okay, now it seems like this queen, okay, something is going to be revealed. Okay, which is why the moon card's here, because it's hidden. Okay, it's going to be revealed and it's going to be said to you. Okay, a lot of things could be repeating in you right now, and it's like almost like repeating patterns of the past because you've been so mistreated, right? And you've been hurt, so you might not know how things are going. Okay, there's this sort of truth. Like, you might be like, something's obviously weighing somebody down. Okay. Let's see. What is the moon hiding? Yeah, see? The police are here. Literally, the police just showed up. Okay, like that's the universe. Like, this moon is hiding something. Okay, it's hiding some type of really interesting new adventure. Okay, which is the 9 of Pentacles, which is why they're saying that you don't have to worry about this 4 of Pentacles so much, because the 9 of Pentacles is coming up. What's the 7 of Swords? What was stolen? Okay, so, oh God, okay. So right away, look what just showed up. Troy Dyer, okay? Do you know why Troy was fired from his last job at the newsstand? Because he stole a Snickers, okay? He decided he wanted to eat a Snickers at work one day, and they caught him and they fired him. Now, the way that I see this is, I feel like you lost a job because somebody said you stole. And to you, it wasn't stealing. Maybe you just didn't know the rules. Maybe things weren't properly clear to you and they just said you stole it. And instead of coming to you and speaking to you and making sure that you know that, by the way, this is stealing. I know that you think it isn't, but in our eyes, like, you take something off the property, it's considered stolen. And you go, oh shit, well, I wouldn't, if I had known that I wasn't allowed to take something home, I never would have done it. It's something like that. It's like you didn't know the fine print on something, so you just did it. That's why it's actually kind of Troy Dyer in reverse. Troy in the movie knows that he stole the Snickers bar, but in real life, I don't think you know, which is why the police just showed up. This person was going to try to say, okay, whatever was stolen from you, whatever this jackass did, they said that you stole. And it was almost so bad that whatever it is that they said you stole, this company almost called the cops on you. Okay? They almost called the cops on you. Which is why this was such a battle. Like, no wonder you thought this was going to be this, like, beautiful brand new start, and it turned into a war, and then you stole? Like, okay, that doesn't even make any sense. Okay, so now we've got entertainment only. Okay, so clearly somebody was playing with your life. Okay, and they were doing things for entertainment. This person was fucking obsessed with you. Okay, they were obsessed with fucking with you. They were obsessed with taking stuff from you. They were obsessed with you. Okay. We got STD. So they're very sick energy. Okay. They are a venereal disease walking. Okay. Now we've got naive overkill. This person is deaf, dumb, and blind. Okay, in a sense of what they do, they have no idea there are repercussions to what you do. They have no idea that you can't just go and fuck with somebody's life and it's not going to come back around to you. They've got some type of entitlement on them. They've got something on them that says, I'm allowed to do whatever I want. Mommy and daddy told me that I'm allowed to do whatever I want, so I just keep doing whatever I want. Okay. And they broke your heart. Okay, which is why we have the Three of Swords here. That's what this is about. They purposely wanted to hurt you because it was something fun for them to do, something entertaining for them to just come in and fuck with somebody. That's why it was overkill, because they even went above and beyond after you were walking away. Okay? Like, this actually could be a jealous ex. Okay? Or they acted like a jealous ex. Okay? And there's the team. So this person definitely worked with you as some type of team. I don't know if this was a job that you got paid for, if this was possibly in school, you had a project to do with them or something like that. There's Lelena. So we got Troy and Lelena. I love when that happens. I'm just waiting to see if he's going to be done that. Okay. So, to finish up the reading, my landlord's just going to keep getting louder and louder and louder. So, I'm going to try to kind of like sum the rest of this reading up. So we have Italian in reverse. So this person had like really strong feelings for you, and they used those feelings in reverse. Like the love that they felt for you turned into hate. Okay. And you know when that happens, when you reject somebody, right? And I don't know how the rejection went, but for some reason you rejected them some way, and they found that the most threatening, because then all of a sudden it was like you versus them. Once you rejected them, they felt like they couldn't work with you anymore, and that was it. That was over. This person is obviously, like I said, very immature, very naive. Okay. And then they did some type of bound and gagged. So it's almost like, I don't know if this person was just constantly picturing you being bound and gagged somehow, or being tortured, or being hurt in some way. Like this person's feelings towards you were enough to like almost kill you, right? It was like the way that they saw you being hurt got them off, like losing your job would have gotten them off, like they probably went home and like literally like whacked it, like take off your pants and jacket, right? Like they got off, like they were watching porn is what I'm getting. Okay. And I think you were blind to the situation, because I don't think you realized how much this person was obsessed with you. Maybe you don't see yourself as being really good looking or something like that, and you're just like, well, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand why you would get that obsessed and want to hurt me because you can't have me. Like, isn't that the opposite? Like, isn't it when you like somebody, you wouldn't want to hurt them? When you're obsessed with somebody, you just want to be around them. You wouldn't want to see them hurt. Like, why did this person all of a sudden, I'm getting like like they wanted to throw you down the sewer and fucking have you eaten by a monster. Like, and that, like, and I can just see them laughing. Like, this person is so nasty. No wonder they're an STD, because they are. They're just a walking disease that just wants to hurt people. So there is success here, okay, with getting them away from you. I can't help but keep seeing that Six of Wands. Like, you victoriously got away from this person. This person acted like they were some type of fucking kid in a candy store. They had never seen candy before. They'd never seen fucking pussy before in the first history of fucking pussy ever. It's like they never saw you before, and they didn't know how to act with you. So instead of acting properly, right, and just courting you and getting you to like them and trying to get into your life, you rejected them somehow, and then they turned and they went violent on you. Okay, they went violent on you. They overkilled the situation. Okay, so now this all has to come back around somehow. Like, searching for something. Yeah, like, I'm not sure what it is that you're looking for right now. Like, you could be looking for a job, you could be looking for a husband, you could be looking for a fucking kid, you could be looking for something right now, okay? And that's what's coming back around. It's, you know, that this was lost, okay? Happy memories in reverse. Like, you know that something happened, okay? And that's what's coming back around. Something that was taken from you, something that hurt you, something that you had to fight against, okay, is now done. It's over with. Okay, the situation is done, the war is over. Okay, and I don't know if they were expecting you to be lying dead, but you're not dead. They could be closer to death than you because of this. So let's just put it this way: something's coming back around that's going to give you this amazing new adventure. And the world is like, you know, they don't want you to go out and spend all your money, but at the same time, just remember that money is fluent. You know, keep it flowing. You want it coming in into your life as much as it's leaving your life, right? You want to be balanced with it. And, you know, if you don't have a job and you're looking for a job, then something's coming back around for you, okay? Something that was taken from you, something that you were never supposed to lose to begin with, okay? And I think you were really sad when you lost this, because of the whole police thing. To be told that you stole, you know, it's almost like you might be like fucking Mrs. Poppins charity, you know, like you constantly just give things away and constantly helping people, and then someone tries to say that you stole and they want to call the cops on you when you're like the exact opposite of that energy. It's kind of like, you know, it's very nerve-wracking, it's very anxiety driven, you know, to be like, how can you put my name out there like that? Like, I don't do that. Like, why would you say I stole from somebody? Like, I didn't know the fine print. What do you mean I stole? Everything was paid for, right? It's like, it's something like they're like to involve the police in something like that, like that's fucking messed up, man. Okay, there's the Four of Pentacles again, but I did it as like a stable table. So really, how I want to see this is like this new adventure, okay, that's coming, this Nine of Pentacles that's coming, is going to bring you in stability. What's this new thing coming in that brings stability? Lower class. Wasn't I talking about this place being Melrose, fucking the ghetto Melrose place? Was this the reading? Or was it the reading I just did? I basically called like where I live now. I call it the ghetto Melrose place because there's like 15 people that live here, and it just looks like this tiny little house from the front, and it's like this huge fucking place. And I had no idea when I moved in, and it's so ghetto and it's so trashy. And I think to myself how happy I am every day because I busted my ass. My sister and I were homeless, right? We were living in my car. Then we moved to the other side of the country just for an apartment, and then we moved back on the other side of the country. We have no family, we have no credit, we're 2 bankruptcies, we got another place. And it's just like, I feel like sometimes, you know, we're so ghetto that, and I actually asked my sister telepathically the other day. Sometimes I like asking her telepathic questions, and then I make her answer them out loud, and she hates it. I love it. And I said to her, are we ever not going to be lower trash? Did I say lower trash? No, I said, Courtney, are we ever going to not be white trash? And her answer out loud was, fuck no. And I was like, oh my God, thank God, because half of my family think that they're not lower class. They think that they're some upper class fucking, I don't fucking shit gold. Like, it's just like, and they're not. Where they come from, they're trash. It's because you have some money doesn't mean that you're not fucking trash, right? Like, honestly, I almost feel like lower class is kind of like, nobody really expects anything from us in lower class, right? Like we don't really have to pay too much taxes. Everybody kind of like leaves us alone. We're on and off welfare all the time. Like, we're just getting bills paid, man. That's it. Well, I never know. I have like one of the worst heart conditions ever. Like, I could just die tomorrow. I have no idea how long I'm going to last. So I'm like, why the fuck am I going to go get credit? Why the fuck am I going to go buy a house? I'm just going to live in the ghetto Melrose place for the rest of my life because I don't fucking know how long I have here. Nobody knows how long they have here. And honestly, if you can't make it to the top of the hill where all the mansions are, trust me, lower class is where it's at. All right? I'm telling you. They just kind of leave you alone down here. You know, and it's where most people are. Why are you going to try to be something that you're not? Even if you're extremely good looking. You know this, I know this actually, this one guy who's smoking hot. and he's so broke, and I love it because I'm just like, you know what, honestly, he still has a car, he still has a job, but he doesn't have any credit, he doesn't have fucking 50 grand in the bank. And I'm like, what is wrong? There's nothing wrong with that. It's called, we all have to work for a living, and we all have to work hard for a living. And if you get to sit at a desk and make $35 an hour and put your feet up, then I guess that's what you get to do. But other ones that make $35 an hour have to run their fucking ass off. Just saying. Lower class is where it's at, all right? It's funny. I don't know if somebody was suicidal, but that's stopping. You know, because once you get down here too, with the rest of the rats, you're just kind of like, oh, I could live or die. Right? There's not really too much you're living for. It's not like you're looking to die, but you're not really exactly like, oh, I hope I live until 100. Right? No. I think people's expectations on life are so hard. Ooh, demonic possession in reverse. Look at that. So I do really kind of feel like somebody who was a part of your past that really hated you was demonically possessed. Okay. And this demon, that's like, I talk a lot about demons because I have a lot of experience with demons. But demons that come into your life, man, they just want to destroy everybody around you. They have like no real interest in killing you per se, but they want to use you to hurt other people, right? So a lot of people who are demonically depressed, they end up doing these like spontaneous moves that just like end up almost killing people. And then in the end, they're like, what? Oh, you didn't actually think that what you were going to do was going to hurt somebody? Like, did you really think that you could just run somebody over and it wasn't going to do any damage? Right? Like, people are so stupid. Like, get some fucking common sense here, man. Like, yeah, like this person, they felt like you left them out in the cold. Like, you left them no decision but to fuck you over. You know, like, it's like they were that manipulative. Like, they were like, well, they left me no choice. I had to fuck them over. Ew, look at that. There's a mother. This could be your own mother, okay, who just, like, threw you out and abandoned you, threw you out in the cold and didn't give a fuck about you, right? Oh, now we have a magician, right? This person could have been some type of like fucked up magician, and they used the dark arts, or they made very awful wishes for you, and that turned you into white trash, or it turned you into dumps, it turned you into poverty. You know, it did something to you, it stole something from you. Like, maybe you were supposed to marry somebody rich, okay? Maybe you were supposed to marry somebody with a lot of money, and that is not going to come anywhere close to you now because your parents were like, yeah, you think you deserve a lot of money? Nope. And then just took it away from you and took it for themselves. Anybody whose parents just like suddenly became rich, like lottery or something, and you're poor and you've got nothing, but your family's fucking living on a yacht and won't talk to you, this could be you. Literally. Like, I can see that. I can't see two parents like sailing around the world while it looks like a son is living in like a shed. And it's like, oh, how's that $1 million, Dad? Oh, well, we need it for our retirement. Clearly, we need it for our retirement. We know that we could die tomorrow, so we're going to spend all this money and fuck your life and fuck helping you over. Why would we help you? You've ruined your life. Well, because you're my father and you're supposed to help your fucking daughters and your sons that make awful decisions, because guess what? You fucking put them here. People are entitled to make really awful fucking decisions, so then they learn, and that's why you have parents and support systems, so then when you make stupid decisions because you're supposed to, so then you learn something, you have your family to support you and go, yeah, been there, done that, here's our couch. But when you don't have that here's our couch situation, and then you have to go live on the streets, you have to go live in your car because no one's willing to help you, and then somebody comes up and steals something from you, like, can you actually believe this story? So my sister and I were homeless. Her ex-husband kicked us out of the house. We had nowhere to go. We had no family. My own father wouldn't take us in because my stepmother has a problem with us. They have a 4-story house. They wouldn't take us in. My great-grandparents, they wouldn't speak to us. My other grandparents wouldn't speak to us. My mother, she's married to a pedophile, so she won't speak to us. I think she's actually dead. I don't really know. And so we were living on the streets, and we're the ones that helped ourselves. We're the ones that got everything that we needed. We're the ones that busted our ass out there. We're the ones that did everything for ourselves. We didn't get any handouts. Nobody helped us. And when they did help us, when we had a couple family members that did help us, you know what they wanted? An extremely large amount of money that my sister and I clearly didn't have, or we wouldn't have been homeless. Everybody wanted money. Like all my family, they wanted money from us. And I was like, dude, we were homeless. Where do you think this money is going to come from? Like we were trying to bust our ass doing Uber, doing all this food delivery, and then we lived in a hotel for a bit, a fucking Motel 6 at $700 a fucking week. Like what my sister and I experienced because we had no support systems is what a lot of people go through when their parents suddenly just say, well, I don't want to help you anymore. I'm going to help myself and my husband. Okay, well, never leave your children, and just know if you do, there's going to be massive consequences to parents winning the lottery and throwing their children in the dump. Right? And there's going to be a lot of consequences to people who threw away pets, who threw away things because they wanted to keep their money for themselves. Like I have this massive back problem because my parents didn't want to take me to a chiropractor when I was younger. My stepmother just wanted to say that I was a liar and that I was creating pain and forging it through my body somehow. I was like 6 years old. Like a 6-year-old doesn't have the mentality to start walking around and limping as if they've got a back problem, right? Like I didn't even know what I was doing. Like I didn't even know I wasn't walking properly. I didn't know my back was fucked up. I know when I did it. My parents were supposed to take care. When your parents are supposed to take care of you and they don't, that adds massive turmoil in the long run of your life. And then when you come across some fucking biddy that's got some fucking demon on her back that goes, I'm going to take the job from you because I don't want to look at you anymore when you were just homeless. Like people don't know the backstory of people. They think they know things, right? Because they hear things through the grapevine. But do you realize the grapevine, for the most part, wants to make people look like assholes? They don't want to show and explain the true torture that somebody could go through. They just want to highlight all the good parts and say, oh yeah, well, they were homeless, but they were fine. Okay, like nobody homeless is fine. Nobody who's been kicked out of any house is fine. You're not allowed to kick people out of the houses. I actually found out that he wasn't even allowed to do what he did when he kicked us out of the house. He had no fucking right to do what he did, but he told all his friends he did. I don't even know what he told his friends. He filled his friends' heads up with so much shit that we're seeing these friends now, right? Because we're like kind of back where we grew up, and these people are looking at us and like they're scared, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, do you want to know the real story, or do you want to just know the story that my sister's ex-husband's walking around a town telling people, right? But because he's got money, he thinks he's something, right? He thinks he's above the law. He thinks he can pay people off. He thinks that he can pay to keep people's mouths shut. You can't do that. Bullies, but when you're being bullied, I think sometimes you don't realize you're being bullied because it's your boss or something, and they have the money over your head, or they control your paychecks, and then you think that you have to take some type of abuse because of the status that they have. And those people who abuse people due to status, they all have a maker to meet at the end of this journey. And they're going to have to explain why they did the things that they did to people, especially people that they didn't know, people that they were supposed to get more information about, people that they were supposed to fucking figure out and help, right? Like, I'm telling you, man, people who just want to fuck around with people always got to remember a nasty deed is never, never forgotten about. This person, look at this. They're moving on to the next chapter. And the thing is that I think this person was trying to never get you to get to that next chapter. Never get you, like they didn't want you to be stable and have money and be able to do what you wanted. That was too threatening to them. This person, their obsession has got to stop, okay? Like being that obsessed, this was a very long, hard war that you had to fight with this person, which is why it came up as the Five of Wands. It literally came up as the battle of a lifetime, trying to get you away from somebody's energy who kept stealing from you. Doesn't that sound so stupid? But look at how hard you fought. You did it. This person could be Polish. They're evil as fuck. Okay, the reason why I made this Polish card is because I lived with a Polish girl and she was the most evilest person I've ever met in my entire life. I'm sorry if that stereotypes Polish people because I know they're not all evil, obviously, but this particular person I have to use as a card because she's a direct character in a storyline that would do something like this. Her favorite thing to do was freezer spells. Okay. Do you know how much consequences she's going to have because she did those things to people? Because she thought she was entitled because somebody didn't like her. She thought she was able to do a spell against them to teach them a lesson that you must like me or you get a spell against me. I'm sorry. People have free will. If they don't like you, they don't like you. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be. You don't get to do a spell against them to fuck them over or take a job away from them or do something to them and think that that's not going to go unconsequenced. Of course it is. You're going to find your consequences wherever you go, right? They're going to follow you around. It's called karma. Okay. So very interesting reading. Yeah. I'm going to do one more deck. I mean, just remember, Ace of Swords is on the bottom. And then, oh yeah, underneath was a Six of Swords in reverse, okay? With this Four of Swords. Oh my God, look what's underneath it. The fucking Ace of Pentacles. This person honestly wanted you to go nowhere. They wanted you to keep your walls up so high that you never cross them. Like if you've been a hermit for a while, like if you didn't even want to come out of your house, this is the why. This person didn't even want you to be able to come out of your house. They wanted you going nowhere. And now this huge seed just comes out of nowhere. Give me this Ace of Pentacles, please. Ooh-wee. Ace of Cups, Page of Swords. So there's some type of message that comes in, and this Ace of Pentacles is also an Ace of Cups. So it's like something that is a seed that's sown, but you love it so much, it scares the shit out of you. Look at that. And yeah, you love it so much, it scares the shit out of you. Look at that. We got an Ace of Swords, an Ace of Cups, and an Ace of Pentacles. There's Justice, the black egg. So now we've got 2 eggs. Oh, wow. Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's luck is about to change. Okay. Then we've got the Chariot. That's why I was saying Cancer this whole time. I guess because the Cancer energy is a chariot moving forward. Someone's life is about to move forward. Okay. And look at that. There's Death. Death comes in at the very end, right? And death is the transition, okay? Death is what's going to get you out of this moon energy because Justice showed up and the Wheel of Fortune. So Justice showed up to give you the Wheel of Fortune, which comes around as the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. Movement forward. Like, and look what's on the top of the deck. There's the World card. Another egg. 3 eggs, 3 aces. Man, the world is just going to unlock just so many things for you soon. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, look at that. There's the snake on the bottom. There's the Ace of Wands. That's the 4th ace right there. All 4 aces just showed up. Four of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. And then look at that. 7 of Cups. Lots coming in. There's the Moon again. So honestly, because so many of these things are in eggs, we can't see them. But we know the theme of them. That's what I'm understanding, is the theme of them. That's the main thing. Okay, so the theme of them is a whole new beginning because each ace showed up, which means there's something here. There's like a little bit of something coming in for somebody, and it's like going to be multiple people. Obviously, this isn't just for one person. Clearly, this is for multiple people that have been fighting, okay, fighting to get their heart clear of trauma. That's who this reading is specifically for. Because when you are fighting to get yourself out of trauma, it takes so much work and so much dedication that you fall in love with yourself so much more than what anybody ever gave you. Because you show yourself that you love yourself that much that you would rather start again and clear everybody away than continue your life the way that it was going. Congratulations. We're going to end it here. It's like 33 minutes now. Oh my gosh, yeah, 34 minutes. That's like might be one of the longest videos I've ever done. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, Leo. This was a very powerful message. The lions are roaring. So thank you. If you want a private, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. If not, just enjoy the videos. Thank you for liking and subscribing and chatting and commenting and doing all those wonderful things you do. Hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. See you later.